Thank you for having me tonight. I'd like to thank the other members for allowing me to speak on a topic that many of us in this room don't think about, and I certainly did not 2 years ago. I came home for my first year of college, and I missed being back home, and I plan to move again at the end of the semester, so I need to get a job. And so I got a job at a local gas station to save money for the following year. As most of the other workers were much older, I mostly talked to a girl named Morgan, who seemed to be a couple years older than me. We became pretty good friends, and she seems to be a very nice, humble person. On the 4th of July, our manager at the gas station thought we'd have a lot of traffic, coming in. So for the first time, they had people working together, and so I worked with Morgan. And random time of the day, about 6 homeless men entered the store for a random reason. It was then I learned that every day at the same time she gives out breakfast food that we'd otherwise throw away to the homeless people in the area. Morgan told me that while her mother was in prison, her father could not provide for them and did not want to give up his children. He had no other options, and the two lived homeless for almost 7 years. Many of the stories are too horrific for the children in this room to hear. After our discussions, I conducted my own research of homelessness. As many of us have taken a hit in the recession, some of us even fallen harder. According to the U.S. Census, the poverty rate was 14.5%, and as these people are living paycheck to paycheck, they can easily become homeless from unexpected illness or unexpected bill. Although many people think homeless people as junkies, most homeless are just out-of-work citizens who are looking to get back in the workforce. It is not helping these people get back in the workforce doesn't always mean giving them a handout, but it could be helping anyone who becomes homeless to be in a better environment to become successful. Fortunately, there's already an organization that does that. Since 1983, the National Alliance to End Homelessness have been the lead voice in helping our fellow people. They have had an up-close battle lobbying and fighting for the attention of our congressmen. According to endhomelessness.org, their office with policymakers in Congress have helped lower poverty 10% between 2005 and 2007. Besides working with Congress, the National Alliance to End Homelessness have developed their own research institute and use the information to reach out to communities to help influence policy and help support any activism in the area. By supporting the National Alliance to End Homelessness, we are the tanks in a battle to providing a safe haven for all. We can be compassionate and give the help and lead the charge and be effective immediately, or have our money wasted on the same purpose. Until the National Alliance to End Homelessness can achieve their goal of effective policy, the government will continue to try and spend tax money on homelessness within its old regulations. Everyone would have to pay for it while nothing changes and people continue seeing homeless people as helpless. Instead, I ask to help the homeless and help the burden of everybody by supporting an organization who have proven its effectiveness through Congress and communities everywhere. According to an annual report by the State of Homelessness in America, almost 1% of Americans were homeless in 2013. There's far too much in this country for so much to have to suffer. So all there is left to do is ask yourself, do you want to continue seeing our fellow friends living on the streets? Do you want to see politicians argue and waste time on issues that we can solve ourselves? Please take the initiative and help make America the first nation with a 0% homelessness rate by supporting the National Alliance to End Homelessness. Now, at this point, would anyone like to ask any questions?
Has the organization helped in recent years?
Well, it has. Well, specifically earlier, I said 2003, 2005. The annual reports coming out have showed some trending decreases in homelessness.
How many homeless people are currently in America?
In 2003, there were 610,042 homeless people in America.
How is this organization effective?
By lobbying in Congress and reaching out to communities and partnering up with local organizations, they're reaching all aspects of policy making. You.
How am I wasting my money by not donating to the organization?
Because until we change policy and affect it for good, the government is just throwing your money down the toilet.
That's good to know.
Do you expect homeless numbers to change?
Well, they have been decreasing recently, but with so many people living in the poverty rate, if any type of economic recession could knock a lot of people into being homeless. Alright, so with the question and answer part being over, thank you all for listening to me. I hope everyone enjoys their evening and drives safely tonight. And have a good evening.
Woo!